Anna stood in her small kitchen in Boston. It was quiet. The walls were plain. The table was empty, except for a cup of tea. Everything felt new. Everything felt strange. 3 weeks ago, Anna moved to the United States from Brazil. She came with her 9-year-old daughter, Sophia. They came to start a better life. But right now, Anna doesn't feel strong. She felt lost. The hardest part for Anna was the language. She had studied English in school many years ago. But now, everything feels fast, confusing, and difficult. People spoke quickly. The words sounded different than in her textbook. She was afraid to speak. She didn't want to make a mistake. Anna's first trip to the grocery store was a small disaster. She wanted to buy rice, chicken, and vegetables, but she couldn't find the words. She tried to ask for help, but nothing came out. Her heart beat fast. She smiled, nodded, and walked away. In the end, she bought only bread and bananas, two things she could recognize. At home, Anna told herself it was okay. Next time will be better, she whispered. But deep inside, she felt worried. How could she live in this new country if she couldn't speak? Her daughter, Sophia, was having a different experience. Sophia started school 2 weeks ago. On the first day, she cried. She didn't understand anything, but the teachers were kind. The other children smiled at her. After just a few days, Sophia began to pick up words. She learned how to say hello, thank you, and can I play? Now, every day she came home with a new English word or a funny story from school. Anna watched Sophia with amazement. How was she learning so fast? Sophia sang English songs in the shower. She watched cartoons and laughed at the jokes. She even started dreaming in English. Anna felt proud, but she also felt sad. She thought, why is it so easy for her and so hard for me? One evening, Anna sat at the kitchen table, thinking about her day. She had tried to talk to a woman at the bus stop. She wanted to ask what time the bus arrived. But again, the words got stuck. She smiled, pointed, and used her hands. The woman was friendly and understood her, but Anna felt small. She looked at Sophia, who was doing homework at the table. Sophia was writing something in English, quietly singing a song. Sophia, Anna said, how did you learn so quickly? Sophia looked up and said, I don't know, Mom. I just hear it all the time. Those words stayed in Anna's mind. I hear it all the time. Later that night, Anna thought more about it. Sophia was surrounded by English. She heard it at school. She spoke it with friends. She watched shows in English. She even listened to her teacher explain math in English. Anna realized something important. Sophia was not afraid to try. She made mistakes, but she didn't stop. She didn't wait until her English was perfect. She just used the words she knew, and every day she got better. Anna thought about herself. She was always waiting for the right moment. She wanted to be correct. She wanted to sound smart. But maybe that was the problem. Maybe the secret was not about age or talent. Maybe it was about trying, even when it was hard. The next morning, Anna made a decision. She looked in the mirror and said, I will stop being afraid. I will start using English every day. She didn't know how yet. She didn't know what would happen, but she knew one thing. She wanted to change. She wanted to learn. She wanted to feel strong in this new country. And maybe, just maybe, she was about to discover the real secret to learning English quickly. Anna woke up the next morning with a new idea. She remembered her promise from the night before. She looked in the mirror and said again, I will use English every day. I will try, even if I make mistakes. She was still afraid, but now she had a goal. She decided to try something different for 30 days. She called it her English Challenge. Anna started with small steps. First, she changed the language on her phone. Now, everything was in English. At first, it was confusing. She had to think before opening her messages or checking the time. But slowly, she started to understand. The words became more familiar. It was like learning new tools for her daily life. Then, Anna took sticky notes and wrote English words on them. She placed the notes all around her apartment. On the fridge, she wrote fridge. On the door, she wrote door. On the mirror, she wrote mirror. Every time she walked around the house, she saw English words. She repeated them in her mind. It felt like her home was turning into a classroom, but a fun one. Anna also began watching English cartoons and sitcoms. She picked shows that were light and simple. At first, she watched with English subtitles. She paused often to check new words. But she didn't worry about understanding everything. She just listened. The characters spoke clearly, and soon she could guess the meaning of some words without checking. She laughed at the jokes. English didn't feel so scary anymore. She also started talking to herself in English during the day. While cooking, she said, Now I cut the tomato. This is a spoon. I mix the soup. It felt strange at first, but she kept going. It helped her think in English. Her brain started to switch from Portuguese to English more easily. One Sunday afternoon, Anna remembered something she read online, a free event at the local library called Conversation Cafe. It was for people who wanted to practice speaking English. She wanted to go, but she was nervous. What if she didn't understand? What if she said the wrong thing? Still, she went. She stood outside the library door for 10 minutes before walking in. Inside, there were people from many different countries. They were all learning English, just like her. At the front of the room stood an older man with kind eyes. His name was Tom. He welcomed everyone with a big smile. Let's talk, he said gently. Don't be shy. Anna sat down. Her hands were cold, her heart beat fast. Tom asked simple questions. What is your name? What do you like to eat? Do you have a pet? Anna listened. Then she answered. Her words were slow. She made some mistakes, but no one laughed. Everyone was kind. They all tried their best. And for the first time, Anna felt safe speaking English in front of others. After the session, Tom walked over and said, You did great. Remember, you don't need perfect English. You just need to use it every day. That sentence stayed in Anna's heart. She finally understood something very important. The secret was not learning more grammar rules or remembering long word lists. The secret was immersion, living in English. She decided to go even further. She started a voice diary. Every night before bed, she recorded herself speaking about her day. She talked about what she did, what she felt, what she wanted to do tomorrow. It was hard at first, but slowly, her sentences became longer. She also made a dream board on her wall. She cut out pictures from magazines and wrote English words next to them. A picture of a classroom with the word teacher. A picture of a happy family with the word confidence. A picture of an airplane with the word travel. Every time she saw the board, She remembered her goals. Sometimes she turned on music in English and sang loudly, even if she didn't know all the words. She smiled, she danced, and she laughed. She was not afraid anymore. Each of these small actions helped her build a new life in English. She still made mistakes. She still had hard days, but something inside her had changed. She no longer waited to speak English. She lived it. She touched it every day. And that, she knew now, was the real secret. 6 months later, Anna stood in front of a group of parents and teachers at Sophia's school. She was nervous, but she smiled. In her hands, she held a small piece of paper with notes, but she didn't need to read it. She looked at the people in front of her and spoke clearly. Hello, everyone. My name is Anna. I want to say thank you to the school, the teachers, and all the parents. My daughter Sophia is happy here. And now, I am happy too. After she finished, the room was quiet for a second. Then people clapped. Some smiled at her. A few even said, "Great job." Anna felt her hands shake, but her heart was full of pride. She had done it. She had spoken in English, in public, with confidence. Later that evening, Anna sat on a bench outside the school. She thought about her first weeks in the United States. Back then, she was scared to speak. Even small words felt too big. She remembered walking into the grocery store and leaving without saying anything. She remembered standing at the bus stop, afraid to ask a simple question. She remembered the silence, but that silence is gone now. Anna had worked hard every day. She didn't become fluent in 1 week or even 1 month. But little by little, she changed. She listened more. She practiced more. And most of all, she stopped being afraid to make mistakes. Now, she could do things she never thought possible. She could watch an entire TV show in English without subtitles. She could order food at a restaurant and ask questions with confidence. She could call Sophia's school and speak to the staff without fear. She also made her first American friend, Lisa. They met at the library's book club. At first, Anna listened more than she spoke. But soon, she started sharing her ideas. Lisa was kind and patient. They had coffee together every week. They laughed and talked about their children, their dreams, and even their favorite TV shows. For Anna, this friendship was a gift. It made her feel like she truly belonged. Anna also started helping others. One day, her neighbor from Mexico knocked on her door. She needed help filling out some school forms in English. Anna said, "Let's do it together." They sat at the kitchen table for an hour. Anna explained the words slowly. She was proud to help. For the first time, she felt like someone who could guide others. With encouragement from Lisa and Tom, from the Conversation Cafe, Anna began something new. She created a YouTube channel called Anna Speaks. In her videos, she talked about her English journey. She shared her tips, her mistakes, and her progress. She spoke slowly and clearly, so other English learners could follow. At first, only a few people watched, but soon, comments came in. "Thank you for sharing. I feel the same. Your story gives me hope. I thought I was too old to learn, but now I want to try." Anna smiled at these words. She wasn't just learning English anymore. She was helping others feel brave, too. She also found new ways to continue her immersion. She began volunteering at a local animal shelter. There, she spoke with visitors, answered questions, and gave care instructions in English. She also read children's books out loud at the library during story time. At first, her voice shook, but the kids listened with joy, and their smiles gave her strength. One of Anna's favorite activities became writing letters to her future self in English. She kept a journal where she wrote, "Dear Anna, I'm proud of you, and don't forget how far you've come." These simple letters reminded her that progress takes time, and every small step matters. She knew now that fluency was not a perfect goal. It was not just about grammar or big words. It was about feeling free. Free to express herself, free to connect with others, free to live fully in her new home. So, what is the secret to learning English quickly? It's not magic. It's not age. It's not talent. It is immersion. It is using English every day. It is singing when you don't know the words. It is speaking even when your voice shakes. It is writing, watching, reading, listening, thinking, and living in English. And most of all, it is believing that you can do it, even when it feels odd. Anna's journey is not finished. She is still learning, but she is no longer afraid. You don't need to be perfect to begin. You just need to begin. And if you keep going, one day you'll look back and say, I did it. Just like Anna. Anna's story is not just about learning English. It is a story about courage, about change, and about never giving up. When she arrived in the United States, she felt lost. She was afraid to speak. She didn't understand the words around her. Even simple things like going to the store or asking for help felt difficult. But Anna made a choice. She chose not to give up. She chose to try. At first, she made small changes. She changed the language on her phone. She used sticky notes at home. She watched cartoons and spoke to herself in English. These small actions helped her grow. Slowly, her world started to change. Anna also joined a conversation group and met kind people who supported her. She began to practice speaking without fear. She made new friends. She started a voice diary and even created a YouTube channel. After 6 months, she could speak in front of others. She even helped her neighbor understand school forms. Step by step, she moved from fear to freedom. Her journey teaches us a powerful lesson. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to begin. The real secret to learning English quickly is not about talent or age. It is about immersion, surrounding yourself with English every day. Speak, listen, read, write, even think in English. Make it a part of your life. This lesson is not just for English. It can help us in many parts of life. When we face something hard, we can take small steps. We can keep trying. We can believe in ourselves. And when we do that, we grow, just like Anna. So now, take a moment to feel proud. You listened to the full story. You understood it. That means your English skills are growing. You are on your own journey. And just like Anna, you can do it too. Let's test your understanding with one small question. Why did Anna start learning English more quickly? A. Because she studied grammar books all day. B. Because she surrounded herself with English every day. Write your answer in the comments, A or B. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this story and want more like it, please subscribe to the channel. Your support gives us energy and motivation to keep creating great content for English learners like you. If you want to help us grow faster and continue making quality stories, feel free to donate to support our work. Creating these lessons takes time and heart, and your support means the world to us. Thank you for listening, and see you in the next story.